and welcome to CCCIS demo session. I am Satish Chandra. I head the CCCIS vertical for Edumilestones. This session is to give you a brief on the details of the training that we would be covering in the 3-day training session. And the training can be online or offline. Online is we can share it through Skype or through any other media that we can help on, or it can be face-to-face at our location at Koramangala office. Now, CCCIS training is about guiding you in helping into becoming a study abroad entrepreneur. These training sessions are scheduled twice every month, and that is in the first week or in the last week of the month. The 3-day session is about study abroad on day 1 and day 2, and day 3 will be the marketing session covered by Mr. Vipin, our founder director. In this 2 days of training, we cover the tips or methodology or guidance and options that are available for study abroad. Unlike other agents, our services is not limited to a few countries or a few destinations or a few courses, but we process for almost all the countries that the student aspires to travel abroad for studies, and we cover almost all the continents across the globe. We cater to all levels of education, from diplomas, bachelor's, postgraduate diplomas, master's and doctoral level programs, and we also help students aspiring to go for medicine and PG in medicine in select countries. Now, coming to further details, like we cover the current trends in the study abroad market. We discuss about destinations that are in demand currently for students, and we cover in depth the process of each country that are in demand, about applications, admissions, requirements for applications, the regulations, the cutoffs, the marks, and the kind of documents that are required towards getting an admit. We also cover the post-admission process, like fee payment, creating student accounts, and what after the admit is received. We also guide you regarding visa, which is very important for different courses and countries, their requirements of funds, post-study work permits, part-time jobs, and what regulations to be followed, what sources of funds to be taken, and do's and don'ts about the process while doing the applications or for the admissions. And assistance with SOP and referral letters are also provided by us. Post-landing services like accommodation and airport pickup are some of the services that can be given by us for select destinations. As part of post-landing services, we also help in forex, travel medical insurance, ticketing, travel cards, international SIM cards if the student requires. So all these assistance are given by us, and we always act as your back-end support and not as a front end. Now, we cover a few case studies also as part of the training, so that it helps you understand or gives you a feel of how each student's profile or choices or cases were handled for different profiles, so that it gives you an understanding or a feel of how. But please note that this is not the final decision for the student, and options can vary depending on the conditions and cases of the students. We have one other more important thing is that we have a in-house CRM built exclusively for our study abroad vertical, where from the time the student is profiled to the payout part, everything is tracked and recorded on a real-time basis, where student and you as a counselor can keep track of all the details. And as we go about in this session, I have also included a few snapshots of the CRM, so that it gives you a feel or an idea of how and what functions are handled in the CRM. Most of us are new to Edumilestones, so I'll just give you a brief on why Edumilestones. Now, we process and backup for more than 20 plus destinations across the globe. As I said earlier, we cover almost all the continents across the globe, and we have a tailor-made API, as I just mentioned a few seconds ago. And Edumilestones always encourages you to be an entrepreneur by yourself, and students are helped to get a milestone report and an assessment report as an option, so that they know the complete profile of their choices and selections and courses that they're planning to go. And we bring along with us 15 years of industry experience, expertise, and you can help the student apply to any university across the globe as long as the eligibility and the availability matters, because we don't bias between tie-ups and non-tie-ups. So we don't push students only to tie-ups. It's the student's choice, because students' career is what matters to us. And we also sometimes, in few cases, help students to connect with the alumni, so that they get to know the ground reality from the students who have already studied, planning to go for studies, or already completed the studies. In a few select cases, when there is a little problem with the students who have a problem in confusing, or the parents want to have some more details, and there is always guidance at every step, so that the process goes unhindered. I have also included a slide on income projection, where we are able to understand that there are three kinds of revenue that can be generated from this process. One is the registration fees that we charge, where we have a pricing table. We will send it to you once you onboard with us. And the second kind of income is the application process payout that each university gives while we handle the applications. And the third is the registration fees that we charge with non-payout universities that we handle, because some of the top universities and Ivy League universities, for example, don't pay you payouts. So hence we need to charge a process fees for the kind of process we handle.
This is a brief on the Abroad Studies platform. So there are two parts mainly for the Abroad Studies platform. That's the student dashboard and the counselor's dashboard. So to begin with, let me brief you the student's dashboard. As you see, there is a start profiling button on the screen, which the student will use to begin his profile. So once he creates the start profiling button, he'll be given a login screen or a sign up button, which he can put his credentials. And once he fills in the basic details, it moves on to the actual profiling page, where his details are collected. And you can see that we collect the level also, that is on what level he plans to study, bachelor's, master's, or doctoral levels. So to begin with, we just select bachelor's, and he selects the preferred intake, the education, 10th, 12th, and the basic education, the budget details. And once he finishes this, it moves on to the screen where you can see that there is a button called download report. So in that, when you press that, you can see a milestone report that is generated for the student's profile according to what is given. And you can also see a profile weightage that is shown to him, so that you know the probability of admission that he can get depending on this profile. So once you again go back to the screen where you started, there's a next button where you can select the course or the career path that he wants to pursue. And once he selects that and you move forward, you could see the options that are listed. There are more than 50,000 plus courses that are listed on different career paths. So you can select it country-wise, city-wise, and sort it and filter it according to the student's liking. And you can see there's an add milestone button where he shortlists the universities for his requirement. And you can still see the download report button again, and then you can see the options or shortlisted options that are added to the milestone report. And there is a college predictor that you can see where there is a probability mentioned as to what success rate that he can get from the colleges. As you can see that there is a flow of process buttons on the top of the screen where it shows each stage of the progress in the process of the applications or the profile. And as it moves forward, it's indicated in green color as to the progress. So the user or the counselor knows that this is the stage that the student's profile is built up till. Now as we go forward, you can see that I can even upload the documents right away on the platform, where the student basic documents are allowed to be uploaded, and we can receive it here at our end. And the student is also shown the college applications and the progress of the application status, so that he gets alerts for all the activities that happen on the platform regarding his application process. And this can be downloaded at any point of time. And the second part that I was mentioning to you about was the counselor's dashboard, wherein you get to see all the students that are profiled from your end on your platform, and there are various buttons which shows different kinds of status that can be taken, and it also shows you the payouts that we receive from the universities and the tenure of payment. And after the visa is done, you can even track the students' individual payouts for the tenure, the time it is being paid, and when it is being delivered to you. So this was a brief about the study abroad platform.
And thank you for being with us for this few minutes. And for more details on this training and scheduling, kindly contact your respective our sales team who are in contact with you, so that the rest of the things can be taken forward. And thank you once again.